What's up, guys? Mae and I back again, and today we're going to be showing you how to add a sump and overflow box to our 55-gallon aquarium. This 55-gallon aquarium here, we already set it up and didn't get the video. We've already sifted all the creek gravel that we want. We've put the rocks in here, put a decoration piece, and we've been running it with a power head with a few mosquito fish in here just to get it started cycling. Now we have the time and all the parts that we can add the filtration to this, and we wanted to share that with you today. All the items we're going to be using today to set the filtration up on our 55-gallon was bought or acquired through a tank buyout. So we didn't buy any of these products retail. Many of them are used except for the overflow box, which I'll be showing you in a minute. And we just are hodgepodging, putting all this together and showing you how it can be rather cheap to set up a nice tank. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the parts that we're going to be using. We're going to use a CPR Aquatics CS90 overflow box. This is one of my favorite overflow boxes. It's just a lot easier than the ones with the J-tube. You connect a Tom's Aqualifter pump right here with an air supply to the top of here. It sucks air out of here and it keeps this from losing siphon in case of a power outage. So we've already got our male fitting on the end of here into the bulkhead. The bulkhead is a thin wall ABS or PVC plastic, so we use a thread sealant rather than a thread tape on here. That way the thread tape sometimes makes the fitting larger. When you're tightening it in here, it will bust your bulkhead. So it is better to use a water-safe liquid thread sealant or glue it in there if you want to put it in there permanently. Now that I've showed you the overflow box, the way we'll get the water out of the aquarium, let's show you the main unit of the filtration, which is the sump. And this is an aquarium life support sump here. I believe they call it a wet dry. Not sure the exact size of this. The water will come down through the hole in the top of this. I'll show you how we're going to put a fitting on here momentarily. It will go down through our filter floss, and next it will go down through a series of bio balls, and then it will flow through a weir over to this side, which our sump pump will be in. This return pump, they call it, will return the water back up into the tank. We're going to be going through this step by step on the setup. Mae and I are going to plumb in the overflow box and hang it on the back of the aquarium. We're going to be using this 1-inch inside diameter hose to plumb it in. I prefer the braided style hose because it does not collapse as easily and lets more water flow through. All right, Mae, let's put this on here first. It's kind of hard to get in. Oh, help me. So I've fitted that on our male fitting. You may want to use some kind of a water-based lubricant or water itself to slide that on there. And you can fasten that with a hose clamp or other clamps that are made for this right here. We are not going to do that at this time, but if it does drip or leak, we will add that in the future. Okay guys, we have the CPR overflow box hanging on the back of the tank right now. Mae and I just fished it through. We had a hole going behind the tank, and it will come out under here where we will be placing our sump. So that's what we're going to do now, is put the sump all together. Mae and I are down here on the floor, and I'm going to be videoing her putting this sump together. I'll be talking in the background, but she's going to put it together. All right, Mae, first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the egg crate down in the bottom of the sump. All right, so that goes down there and rests on some pre-made supports, and that's where your bio balls will fill up all the way until we put the acrylic tray. All right, so put the bio balls in, Mae. Next, Anna Mae is going to put our filter tray in on top of the bio balls. And while she's doing that, I'll tell y'all a little bit about the bio balls. The bio balls are here for the reason of growing aerobic bacteria. Aerobic bacteria, it has to have oxygen, so it stays above the water level. The water comes down through here, trickles down through there, hence the name trickle filter, and it grows aerobic bacteria on these bio balls, which helps in the reduction of nitrates by breaking down organic waste. So next, we're going to be putting the filter floss in here before we put the top on the actual sump. We're going to use this Marineland bonded filter pad. This is the type that you cut yourself. I bought this at the Aquatic Den, one of our local fish stores here. So now we're going to cut that to size and we'll put it in there.
We gave a little lump there.
That's okay.
It doesn't fit.
Okay, next we're going to put the lid on top of the sump.
On this, you might want to put this side first since there's those nails and you try to get them through there. And there.
We've got our sump in place under here, and we took our hose coming from the overflow box, and I'm going to go ahead and attach it to the lid. That way when I stick it on here, I can adjust the sump to the left or right for the best position. Okay guys, so we've got it in there now, and there is a little bit of a bend to the hump. We might have to elevate this sump up just a little bit for the perfect fitment because of the bow in there. But the water will come into here. It will go over this filter floss, like I said, and you can also put carbon or any other chemical type filtration. We choose not to use a chemical filtration, but you can put stuff in there if you need it for a certain application that you're doing on your aquarium. Now we're going to install our sump pump. This is a mag drive sump pump, return pump, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to be using this hose right here. I'm not sure the exact size of it. Looks like a 1/2 inch inside diameter, possible 5/8. But we're going to attach it right there. And then this is the return valve that we're going to be using at the moment. And this will put the water back into the tank. We're going to attach that to the other side. Okay, so that one fit super tight. We've got that on there. And now we'll put this pump down into the bottom of our actual sump here. Our pump is in there, and we will take this and put it on top of the aquarium. For right now, just to get the aquarium running, getting all the water shooting through for the video, we have just hung this on the back. We will move this and make it a lot neater and tidier and put a background on the back of this aquarium and do all of that stuff in a future video. But let me go and turn the water on and start filling this baby up. And once it fills up, it will start going through this weir right here, and I'll show you that in just a second. Okay guys, the last thing to do before water starts flowing through is to get the aqua lifter set up on the CPR pump. On the back of there in the bulkhead, we're going to install this, and this is a silencing tube. We will be putting this over the top. The aqua lifter will suck water from here, and it will put it down through here. I'm about to show you that right now. So here's what the overflow box is going to look like right in the bulkhead. The silencing tube comes up. The aqua lifter will be sucking water from here, and it will be putting it back in this hose, and that will keep this overflow box going. As Anna Mae's cleaning up the water, we just sprayed water everywhere. I wish we had it on video, but it just about soaked us. So I've got the aqua lifter set up here, and I am filling the weir here. And hopefully as soon as that fills up, it's gonna start the suction here, and we'll show you. So we now have the siphon going here. We can finish filling up the sump and turn the return pump on. Here's the big moment. We're gonna take this little plug right here, plug it in here, and boom, here goes the water. So the water's going to flow through this tube, and here's the water coming into the tank. And you may be asking what this little hole is. Well, this little hole is drilled here, so if your power goes out, that will break the siphon and will not drain your tank down to there and overflow your sump into the floor. It's just a safety precaution like a check valve, but it doesn't rob your pump of power like a check valve would. All right, we've got the tank running now. It hasn't overflowed. It's been running for about 20 minutes, so that is a good thing, isn't it, Anna Mae?
Yeah.
That's all we got for you today, and make sure you stay tuned for more updates. Like our videos, subscribe to our page, and we will see y'all in the next video.